Hello, this is Mish, and welcome to this breakdown of the Stranger Things Season 2 teaser trailer that's just come out. So we kick off with an old school advert for the Eggo product, which obviously is a reference to Eleven because she loved that in last season. Then we see Eleven's face flash up a few times. Now there's two different things that happen with this point. One of them, we see Eleven's face flash up with a whole bunch of lines over it. Now I think this is a reference to maybe a tuning in a TV, so a reception, or struggling to get reception, and maybe that's kind of like a scene change. We find Eleven in the Upside Down, so maybe that's just a transition from one scene to the next. Now if you look into the next picture of her, which is a lot clearer, and the thing I want to concentrate on is if you look into her eye, you can see that if you were to flip this picture 180, so she's the right way up, to her left, thinking backwards here, you see it looks like there's blinds on the wall, and it looks like there's possibly lights above her and maybe a bit further back as well. Now if you remember the scene that we finished with her on the last episode, that scene was in the school, and that was the surroundings she was in. So we could be seeing her waking up in the Upside Down with the similar items around her. So, we got the blinds on the side, you got similar lights on the roof above her. So just something that could be a reference, or it could be somewhere completely different that we've never seen before. But it is a little coincidental. The only other reference to Eleven in this little teaser was possibly her crying at the end of it. We see her hair is longer, so the time of a year seems to have skipped across at that point. Okay, now on to the next point is Hopper. So we see him in a room, and all of a sudden the room gets destroyed. So that could be a reference to the storm, as that is a reference from one of the episodes that's coming up next season. So that's pretty cool. Also with that, I couldn't help but notice the deer in the background on the wall. Now I looked through multiple houses in the previous season, and I couldn't see that anywhere else, and also that roof. So that seems like a new location. Seems very, I guess you could say, it looks like a cabin, or maybe a hunting cabin. So maybe this is another reference to the episode called A Secret Cabin. So that's pretty cool. And another scene with Hopper in it. He's digging. And the only thing I've really picked up from that scene is that he's not got his badge on, so he seems to be off duty. But I can't get anything else from that scene. Now jump to the scenes with the gang back in place. So we have Mike, Lucas and Dustin in their Ghostbuster outfits for Halloween, which is quite cool. The only thing I picked up from these scenes, there's someone hidden behind there. So is that Will? It could be, or it could be someone else. We have a few new characters joining the team, so maybe one of those has picked up the fourth person in their little group. So it could be many options there, but we definitely see that seems to be on Halloween, because in the background of the school there you see a couple of pumpkins and a couple other things going on, so that's definitely Halloween. Now moving on to the laboratory scenes. So we see one scene which we don't get a lot of information from, but they have seems to be a flamethrower back in the laboratory. So it seems to be there may be another breach in security there, so something has escaped again. Why else would you have a flamethrower on the ready like that? So it seems to be there maybe that's someone going into the Upside Down, or maybe something's come out of the Upside Down. Another scene that we see is a whole bunch of cameras. Now one of them has Will in it, and he seems to be with his mum and a doctor, so possibly that the effects that we see him cough up a slug last season, so maybe he's gone back there to see if they can help him, because maybe normal doctors don't. So that's going to be interesting to see how that pans out. But yeah, we see a whole bunch of cameras there, and it confirms it is the Hawkins lab, because one of the cameras is the tunnel which Eleven escaped from at one point. We also see two new characters in this scene as well. So possibly one is Dr. Owens, played by Paul Reiser. We see him in the camera with Will. That's hard to confirm because it's not a very good shot, so it might be, might not be. The other one as well, as the camera pans out, we see another character, so maybe security guard on the right there. He might just be a random extra, or he might be quite important. Not sure. I don't recognize him. Let me know if you recognize him. Put some comments below on that one. And the only other thing I really want to mention is the drawing. That it's quite likely that Will has done it, because we know Will is a good drawer. So I wonder if he has done this drawing, and it's something that he is seeing. Maybe the reason why he's going to the doctor, because he's having these dreams possibly, or maybe seeing visions, and that's what he's drawing. So the monster at the end, I think it's probably a dream or a vision, and the drawing comes after that. So maybe the drawing is of that. Only other thing to mention is that monster we see, the Thessal Hydra, that's been mentioned before. Could be something else. Kind of looks like it's a bit of a spider as well, so could be many things. Either way, it looks pretty evil and looks very cool as well. So this was a really cool teaser trailer. Whilst very cool, it is very mysterious and also very vague as well. The only confirmation we have, that I guess questions we had from previous season, 11 looks like she's going to be in the show from the get-go. A heavy presence because she seems to be once again the main concentration here, which is good to see because she's a great actress. Another point as well is confirmation that Will is going to still be struggling this season. I mean, we've heard that before, but it's good to see that it's going to be really a prominent issue for him. So it's going to be cool to see where that character goes and how they're all going to deal with that. I shall leave this video here. I hope I've given you some more information that you might not have seen in other videos. I've tried to elaborate a bit here because many people have done thoughts and theories on this little teaser trailer. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts and theories below. Always welcome that. And thumbs up if you like the video, and subscribe for future content around Stranger Things, Westworld, a few other shows here and there as well. So subscribe and get the content from me on a regular basis. And until next time, this is Mesh, and I'll see you later.